Hello everyone and welcome to the course syllabus walkthrough for SPGN 471. My contact information is right here. I'm very accessible, so please contact me if you have any questions. I am most accessible via email. As you know, the course is delivered entirely online and we use two textbooks. The information is listed here. We will use these texts extensively throughout the course. The first one, What Every Teacher Should Know About Transition and IDEA 2004, is one that we will use and read in its entirety, and we will use the information therein to pass the transition exam in this class, and also this will prepare you to pass the transition-related questions on the MTTC. The second text, Strategies for Teaching Content Effectively in the Inclusive Secondary Classroom, we use to obtain and apply strategies for reaching and teaching kids at the secondary level. You're going to be asked to give a lot of examples in your essays of ideas that you've learned about in this text. The catalog description has us looking at the role of special educator relative to curriculum and transition planning at the secondary level. So we will be covering these course objectives. We are all about transition, the laws, current best practices, and we will also be looking at secondary curriculum and how we can best serve the needs of secondary students, who are really a different group of people than our elementary students. And the job of a secondary special education teacher is significantly different than your elementary counterpart. You have to know a great many more teachers, gen ed teachers, and specialists at the secondary level, and you must have knowledge of a much broader curriculum. You'll often be working outside of your comfort zone, and when that's exciting, that's great. It's definitely challenging. We all like a challenge, but it can be really daunting too. So we'll be looking carefully about how we will meet the needs of struggling learners at the secondary level. And in particular, we're going to look at how we can meet the needs of the struggling reader, the struggling math student, and also a struggling science student. So, scrolling down a little bit further, I'll let you read those course objectives on your own. We're going to talk for a few minutes about the assessments and requirements. The course is built around 7 modules. One is due every 2 weeks per the calendar due dates. And scrolling back up here, remember you've got your calendar right here that will tell you when things are due. But one module every 2 weeks. Keep in mind that these are 2-week modules, and you'll not be able to successfully complete the module if you start it the day of its due date. These modules take hours and hours to complete, and you're going to need time to do the readings, to listen to lengthy lectures, to produce high-quality work, papers, posts that show evidence of your critical thinking. So I encourage you at the beginning of each 2-week period, right after you finish one module, you should be looking ahead, read over the module to-do list, the next module to-do list, and see what's going to be expected of you. Get the lay of the land. And then you can use that good time management that Eastern Michigan University students have developed, because you are the hardest working students on the planet. And so you can use that good time management over the 2-week period to get your work done and produce high quality work. Also, know that there are several threaded discussions throughout the course. So that means early on in that 2-week period for a module, you'll make your initial post, and then you will come back maybe at the beginning of the second week of that 2-week period and read and respond to your peers' posts. Canvas lets me know who has posted and when, so please don't be the straggler who's holding up the conversation by responding to peers at the last minute. I also want to discuss that this is a 400 level class, and it is one of the last classes you take in your undergraduate program or your graduate program if you're taking the 581 course equivalent. So I expect very high quality work and very high quality writing, evidence of critical thinking. This is it. You don't have very many courses, if any, left to show what you know, prove that you're ready to go out into the field, prove that you're ready to tackle complex issues. So I'm really looking for a great deal of excellent work on your part. So looking at these assessments and requirements, and of course additional details will be provided for each of the following activities. You'll be doing 4 essay responses to Dr. Palladino's lectures on transition law and best practice. This is a great course to teach because you will be not only getting content from me, but you'll receive content from Dr. Palladino, and even Dr. Sally Burton Hoyle comes in toward the end of the class to give us a lecture on person-centered planning. So it's cool. You don't have to just listen to me all the time. So these essays that you're going to be doing in response to Dr. Palladino's lectures are 10 points each. We will give you explicit instructions on what we're looking for in response to the lectures. And they do take time again, so budget that time well when listening to Dr. Palladino's lectures and writing your responses. We will have lots of little module tasks, some short essays, some longer assignments, and again, looking at critical thinking, synthesis of information here. The transition exam is worth 20 points. To prepare for this exam, I encourage you, whenever it says take notes in your to-do list for a module, do so, because you will have information at your fingertips ready to pass our in-class exam, but you'll also be able to refer back to that information in your notes to prepare for the MTTC exam. Again, there are lots of questions on the MTTC exam about transition. So you want to take advantage of this class. Make a binder of materials and information and your notes that you glean from this class. Pay attention. This will help you pass the MTTC. The more information on the transition exam, there are 35 questions. Most of them are multiple choice, but there are some short answer questions. This is an open notes exam. You have 90 minutes to complete it. And again, you'll be able to use those notes that you've taken all the way through class. So make sure you're taking good notes. You'll be able to have plenty of time in the 90 minutes to answer those 35 questions if you have taken good notes. The last assignment is a transition plan, a partial transition plan, and it's consisting of an SOP, which is your summary of performance portion of a transition plan. And of course, we're going to be learning about this whole transition planning process and what documents are a part of it, but you'll actually be producing a summary of performance document. This is 15 points, and it's very much indicative of actual work you're going to be doing in the field. And what an SOP is it's a document that's created during the last year of a student's high school career, and it does what it says. It is a a summary of the student's academic achievement and functional performance, but it also includes recommendations on how to assist a student with his or her transition goals, with helping them meet their goals for what they want to do in post-secondary life. So we'll have 100 points possible. No extra credit is offered, and the grading scale is listed right here. There is a live text component, so do pay attention to this paragraph. And we will have times when links aren't working right, or there's Canvas problems. If links aren't working, email me. I'm pretty good at fixing those links. If we need tech support at any time, you'll have to approach the Canvas support team for that. There is, of course, a help option on all Canvas pages, and the team is really responsive. Late work will be accepted, but it must be done within 2 days of the original due date, and a point deduction will be made. And please don't cheat. You know the drill there. Any form of academic dishonesty can result in an F in the course and referral to judicial services. Obviously, professionalism is really important, so participate, use professional courtesy, adhere to high standards of writing, be polite in our posts, in the discussions. And then finally, my goodness, if you need any extra help, if you encounter difficulty in the course, if you feel you could be performing at a higher level, please reach out to me. I'm here to help you have a fantastic experience in this course and learn a lot and grow as a special educator. And if you have any course adaptations or requirements, accommodations needed because of a disability, please disclose that to me, make an appointment to Skype with me, and I'll make the needed adjustments as soon as I hear from you. Scrolling down, you have your due dates here, various assignments, and of course of each module. And I guess the last thing I want to remind you of, again, I'm accessible, so I never want you to struggle with I don't understand this question kind of thing. I'm here for you. I want you to reach out, contact me, and we'll have a great, great semester together. I really look forward to working with you.